The muse is the voice of your own deep soul. She whispers, she dances, she awakens you. According to Julie Parker, the muse archetype encourages us to be wild, free, creative, spontaneous, and even outrageous. She wants us to reclaim that part of ourselves that is eternally playful, glittery, and sparkly, like so many of us were when we were little. This is a diary of my quest to find my inner muse, and I hope it awakens yours as well.
This is not as pretty anymore because I stir it up after the initial preparation, but I love making it pretty before I stir it up because I love just romanticizing my meals. It makes it a lot more fun to eat, but it tastes really good when it's all mixed. I've been loving these oatmeal bowls lately. They've been my go-to for breakfast. Not only are they simple to make, they're so full of nourishment. It's exactly what my body is craving. Smells so yummy.
Wow, that's so pretty. I love zucchini. The farmer's market is better than the supermarket, but garden fresh is even better than the farmer's market. When it's somebody who you know and you know how much love they grew the food with, it just hits different. My hair is wet because I showered a couple hours ago. This is random. I'm kind of insecure about coming on camera with my hair wet because I feel like I look like a totally different person versus when it's dry, just because my hair poofs up so much as it dries. But practicing more and more, showing up as myself and not always having to be the final version of me. Post-therapy cry session, but I want to show you today's muse outfit. If you've been here before, this baby doll top has been making an appearance on my YouTube since 2022 when I got it from a vintage brand called Weft and Whirl. They're on Etsy. It is 100% cotton. These pants are new. I thrifted them from the Goodwill, but they were new with tags. They're like a Target pajama brand. They're also 100% cotton. Bracelets. These earrings with the little pearls are from La Oyster Girl. She's a Seattle-based jewelry designer, but she has an Etsy, so I'll link it below. And then these are actually just from Target. I tend to wear a lot of the same or similar things. If you've been to my channel before, you have seen this baby doll top make an appearance time and time again. Same with the bracelets. I do try to style them in like slightly different ways. If you're looking for completely new outfits every single time, this is not the channel for you. I do like to share what I wear and I hope it can give inspiration. 90% of my stuff is thrifted or vintage or secondhand, but not all of it. I really hope that you seeing me wear the same pieces will inspire and remind you that you can. We are anti-consumerism over here. Not totally. I'm still a girl and I love to shop, especially thrift. And I don't think there's anything wrong with getting new pieces and adorning yourself, but just being mindful, getting pieces that you'll actually wear and can actually live live in. It's 87 degrees here. I'm near Seattle, so we don't really have AC here. I'm fine with it. I don't really get a lot of direct sunlight in my apartment, so I don't mind. And also, I mean, I've spent a summer in Europe before where there's no AC, so I don't know, I just don't mind it. But I know that some people have a hard time. I find wearing cotton and loose flowy stuff when it's hot feels really good versus having stuff that's tighter on my body or synthetic fabrics that aren't as breathable. I'm going to yin yoga tonight. Thrifted top, indigo luna pants, ready for yin. To really save these type of things to wear with a lover, at the very least in front of friends or other people. Part of living like a muse to me means wearing beautiful things just for me, treating myself like I am my own lover. Why not have my coffee this morning in this Cinderella mug that matches my nightgown? Body oil smells so good. Adorning myself like a goddess or a muse. To preface this, I don't wear makeup every day, and you certainly don't need to wear makeup to be a muse. When I spend some time getting ready, it makes me feel really good about myself and really juicy and really feminine. Sometimes that's just skincare and lotion. Today it happens to be makeup. I like to start with lip liner. I love a brown lined lip so much that sometimes I just wear this and no other makeup. And then I'm actually gonna take this and put it on the tip of my nose and then rub it in just so it looks like I've been out in the sun. Eyebrow gel. On the days that I do wear makeup, this is pretty much what I'm wearing. I'm not someone who tries a ton of new products. I did go through a stage where I did. I've realized over time what products I like, and it's a lot simpler for me just to buy new ones of those when I run out. I've gone through different stages in life with makeup. I wasn't allowed to wear makeup until I was 13, and then as soon as I turned 13, I wore so much makeup, like I was making up for lost time. Throughout the years, I've gone through seasons in my life where I don't wear any makeup, where I wear just a little, and where I've been more experimental and heavier handed with my makeup. I'd say for the past 2 years, I've been in a season where I'm very light-handed and minimal if I wear it at all. And I'm in my 30s now, so I have a feeling this is kind of just how it's gonna be for the rest of my life, but who knows. Got this Ilia blush. It's part of the Clean at Sephora. I'm gonna make good choices with my makeup and opt for cleaner options. This blush also smells really good. If anyone used to wear MAC lipstick, it has a similar fragrance to that, which I think smells really, really yummy. Most often, this is all the makeup that I'll put on and then I'll leave, but I'm feeling like a muse, and so I want to do a little bit extra, something more in line with what I might wear if I was going to a special event or on a date. I have fallen in love with this. It's a gloss highlighter. I'm probably being heavy-handed, and it's because I wanted to film it coming out of the bottle. Now I'm like, I don't want to waste product. But see how that just looks like my skin is glowing, like fairy makeup? It's kind of how I do my makeup. I don't really want it to look like I have a bunch of makeup on. I just want it to enhance my natural features. Having a lot of fun, so I kind of feel like doing an eyeshadow. I have 2 of them. This is probably expired because I've had this forever. And then this is one that I got a couple months ago. Here is the fairy makeup one. Just like a subtle shimmer. The Urban Decay one is also just a subtle little shimmer. I feel like the Muse is glittery. I am gonna do a little bit of eyeliner. I'm definitely gonna do my eyeliner in the mirror and not on the camera. I went and added some mascara and lip gloss. I don't have plans to go anywhere today, maybe the supermarket. I simply feel like embodying the archetype of a muse.
This top is thrifted, but it's by Free People. These shorts are also thrifted. I love the idea of this outfit with my fry boots, but it's really hot, like in the high 80s here. So I will probably be wearing Birkenstocks. In honesty, I've been feeling a little bit lost and lonely. I'm doing 50-50 custody with my child's father just for summertime. Once she's in school again, I will have her the majority of the time. And at first I was so excited because in this 6 years, I've never had that much free time. When she started school, it felt like more free time, but there was still the routine and I was with her mornings and evenings. So I was so excited to have all this extra time to myself. Now it's August and I'm feeling like I miss having so much time with my daughter. Just a few days, I'll have her for a week, maybe longer. The past couple times I've kept her longer than my 7 days. Not in a spiteful way or anything. I've always asked permission of her father. We have the type of relationship where we're able to kind of communicate those type of needs to each other. It's not like a weird situation where I'm just like, no, I'm gonna keep her longer. She loves being with her dad as well, so I don't want to keep her from that, especially since I know that as soon as she starts school, she'll have a little bit less time with him. I don't know, all the extra freedom was really fun at first, and now I'm like, what do I do with this time? What do people who don't have kids or a partner, like what do you do with this extended amount of free time? I recently finished a book, a novel. I actually did this one on audiobook called Sirens and Muses. My library and most libraries, I think, have a system called Libby where you can check out audiobooks using your library card. So highly recommend looking into that. You should all use library services as much as possible because they actually get more funding from us actually using the free stuff that they offer. I'm very, very pro public library over here. I like to do audiobooks when I'm driving, and then when I'm at home I'll read actual physical copies of a book. Another reason that I'm typically reading so many things at once because I have my car book, which is whatever audiobook I currently have checked out from Libby. It's called Sirens and Muses, and not gonna lie, I chose this for the cover. This one is a novel. It is different than the novels that I usually read. Typically when I'm reading fiction, I'm reading fantasy or romantasy. Think A Court of Thorns and Roses, Throne of Glass, Fourth Wing, etc. Even though I love the Chronicles of Narnia, I loved Harry Potter. Those fantasy books that are very heavily plot-based. Sirens and Muses is very character-based, which is a little bit different than what I'm used to reading, but I still thoroughly enjoyed it. I actually found it really calming. There weren't any parts where I was like, I can't stop reading because this is such a cliffhanger. Like I was, well, listening, but I was always able to be, okay, like let's turn it off, but I would still look forward to going back. There's 4 main characters that it's about, and I got to know all 4 of those main characters and their stories. It takes place in 2012, which is around the time that I was coming to age. It's also interesting how many parallels there are between that era of time and the world right now, but it takes place in the art world. It follows students and a professor at an art school and then their journey over to New York into the art world. I don't want to give too many spoilers, but there's also a bit of romance to it. I picked the book by the cover and didn't really read the synopsis, so for some reason I thought it was gonna be more of a nonfiction about like goddesses or mythology, which it wasn't at all, but I enjoyed it and I liked how calming it was too. It was just kind of a fun little get to know these characters type read, so I recommend it if you just want something just relaxing to read or to listen to. I can still hear it. I don't know if you can.
I'm just learning how to use these, so I'm just practicing. But I thought that would be a nice little palette cleanse before I end this vlog. Thank you for being here and joining me on this journey of life. It really does mean a lot that you are even interested and want to follow along and see what's up. Ciao.